we'd like to introduce you to some other people who've had a lot to do with making the show.
Attractive people.
And we are really fortunate that we have quite a few members of the cast, and not just the current cast of the show, people who've been a part of the show over its entire history. And so we would like to bring them out and introduce them all to you here.
Yes.
Right.
So let's bring them out one at a time. Let's start with Mr. Sterling Bowman, who played young Ben. Just evil little bastard, isn't he? Really.
Next up, the beautiful and talented Kim Dickens, Claire's baby mama.
Mr. Lance Reddick, who played Matthew Avedon.
Liam Maypolder.
Also an evil bastard. The next gentleman, one of the best deaths ever in the history of the show, and an explosive personality, Mr. Daniel Roebuck, Leslie Arzt.
Thank you. Early in the second season of the show, we had all this mythology that was very important to get out about this, the Dharma Initiative. And we talked a lot about how we were going to accomplish that. And then we thought, well, what if actually they find a film? And what if this film was narrated by this very compelling guy? And what if this guy had all sorts of names? And
why settle on just one?
And so thus came into existence Dr. Pierre Chang, Francois Chow.
Let's give it up for the heart and soul of Lost, Miss L. Scott Caldwell. Rose.
This next very talented actor, some people say she is an archaeologist. Other people say she's an anthropologist. In our view, she is smart enough to be both. The beautiful, the talented, the amazing Rebecca Mader.
This next gentleman has a little thing for Rebecca's character, Charlotte. He's also got a thing for physics. And if any of you understand what the hell he's talking about, please let us know. Mr. Jeremy Davies, Daniel Faraday. Oh.
This next wonderful actor
is not attractive at all.
His legacy will never die on the show. Boone Carlyle, Mr. Ian Somerhalder.
Very unattractive. This next gentleman did not appear until the season 5 finale, and yet it feels like he's been with us all along.
Who is this guy?
Many of you have asked us,
what is he? What
is his name?
What is his name?
And we are here to tell you tonight, just the people in this audience, his name is Titus Welliver, the Men in Black.
Ever any one word that was uttered on Lost that was full of emotion and passion and sort of captured the essence of the show, it was Walt! Malcolm David Kelly.
Little known piece of trivia, during the shooting of the pilot, Malcolm pointed at me and said, when this is all over, I'm going to be taller than you. Ladies and gentlemen, the prophecy realized. The gentleman who who played Walt's father with such heartbreaking gravitas. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Harold Perrineau.
This next actor, he's suave, he's intelligent, and on top of that, he's ageless. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the wonderful, the fantastic Nestor Carbonell, Richard Albert.
This is a character who we feel, it's hard to imagine what the show would have been like without them or what it was like before them, but that was her first appearance. Miss Sonia Walger as Penny.
The love of Penny's life, Desmond Hume, Henry Ian Cusick.
This next actor, I'll never forget when Carlton first walked into my office and said, "Hey, we should kill Jin."
No.
Daniel Day Kim
Didn't happen like that.
is from the pilot on, one of the hardest working men in show business. The fact that that guy basically emerged
Button
as one
your
of
button.
the... What's that?
Button your button.
I will. We are so grateful to have him on the show, Mr. Daniel Day Kim.
Very kind introduction.
This next actor, we were watching dailies, and once this actor said the words, "Got any milk?" we knew that he was a home run. He was a grand slam home run for the show, and he has become absolutely a critical part of what makes Lost special. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Emerson, Benjamin Linus.
And I mean this is no disrespect to Sterling or William, but definitely the evilest bastard up here. This next guy, JJ said that guy has got to be on our show, and I said, as what? And he said, we'll let him read for Sawyer, but we'll figure something out. He could have been a very interesting Sawyer, but thank God for all of us, he was Hurley. Ladies and gentlemen, Jorge Garcia.
Finally, and last but certainly not least, one of the great things that we get to do as writers is we get to project ourselves into these characters, and we get to pretend that we are these characters. And honestly, I have to admit, if there's one character that I wish I was on the show, it is this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen.
And before you introduce him, I should say, please, Carlton, wear a shirt more often, because...
Ladies and gentlemen, Sawyer Josh Holloway! Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Lost.